Yo, so we're going to start this one a bit differently today. I'm on the rig. It's actually this evening because I've been doing something all day. So I've got a pen, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and just identify some body repairs on this van that I want to try and take some time and some care with. Now this van has got some major dents and stuff in it, which I think are going to be out of my ability to repair. But if I can try and make things a little bit better than they are, I'll be happy. So let's go around the van now. Just draw some circles and mark out some areas that I want to attend, and see how we go. So this is a side sliding door, and it's actually got this real bad, it's got like a dent here, you can kind of see, but this one here is really bad. I'll see this is all vinyl wrap, so for me to take care of this area here, I'm gonna have to probably take all that vinyl wrap off. Now down here, it's all dented in too. I don't really know what to do with this stuff, but we've got some areas that we can try and look at. I don't know how or what I'm going to be able to do though. Like here, for example, this whole area, all through there, it's like a long dent. It's a bit annoying. There's a long one down here. This whole area, it's just like that's very minimal, but it's there. It's really annoying. We've got like rust spots and stuff to try put some cure rust on and attend. If we move to the front of the van, we've got here, and then also on this front trim bit down here, we've got some stuff, but I know a person who's got some Sprinter vans, so I'm going to see if I can borrow or buy a wing and this front trim bit under the grille and just try to replace them instead of fix them, and also a front bumper because this bumper's got this. So if I can just replace this bumper, then I'll do that. And obviously there's like damage here still, so I think it'll be easy for me to just replace and repair. And on this van, I've got like this mad bit up the top here. So all this area, for example, up there's got to be done, and then it's just spots of rust basically around these areas and like around here. Same again, a little bit here. This arch got some bits on it. Basically this whole bottom bit down here. There's no actual like dents as such on this part. This is probably the best side of the van. Now as we come around to the back doors, we've got this dent here, which I don't know if it's going to be repairable or how well I'll be able to repair it myself. And all in all, I think we're good. So now I'm probably going to try find out what I could probably do or start tackling and try to do. I think, to be honest, I've got another one up here I've just noticed. That one as well. And obviously there's a bit on the front of the roof there, which we noticed in the video when we done the roof vent, sorry. So I'm probably gonna have a look at these and then give them a sand, get some filler, and start to repair these dents. Because I need to repair these dents in order to do something else later on. So let's go. So now I've just come up the ladder to show you this one on the side. You can get an idea. Obviously this bit's going to be more curved, and here it's like quite an edge. So obviously this needs to be packed out, and these actually look high, but they're so bumpy. So I think what I might end up doing is just trying to skim over them to make them look smoother. But without hitting them in, because obviously been hit out from the inside. But this isn't so noticeable from down on the floor. This bit here is definitely going to need repairing. Now, I don't know where you can hear me because the wind is real bad, but I have repaired a dent or two in my time. But I'm no professional by any means, and I haven't even got a filler card. Back in a minute. There you go. So I've actually been putting 2 or 3 layers of filler on this, but you can tell already that's starting to look better. And in between waiting for filler to dry, I've been doing some work on the side. So where I had rust spots and stuff on the van, I've sanded the rust back, and then I put some cure rust on. Now I have gone way overkill. I just had a little bit here and a little bit there, so I ended up just going all the way down with a brush. But you can see the cure rust makes the rust bits go black. So I've sanded these back to bare metal, and I've gone over them. The arch, I got carried away. But I've gone over loads of little bits where there's rust coming through and stuff, and slowly tackling it. But this side is nearly done, other than bits on the door and stuff down here I've got to do. And then the whole bottom of this van's going to be going black and then grey upwards. So let's just keep going on. So there we go. That's the bottom part of that rear quarter done. Now, I don't know if I've said before, but I probably have. The trims are all going to be going black again. And this whole bottom part of the van, which is actually white now, and this is going black. So I want to have a whole black strip along the bottom. Kind of give that like kind of rugged off-road look. Now, this is just obviously etch primer, but I really like the shade of it. It's like a bluey black, grey, blue, I don't know. But yeah, it's nice. So that's that. I'm going to carry on tackling here, try to get as much of this side done as I can though. Luckily, this side of the van's pretty straight, other than that dent I've been repairing up there, which is slowly coming. I'm slowly building it out and getting there. But this side of the van's pretty straight, so I should probably be able to get a lot of this van prepped and primed. Don't know how long it's going to take in that, but we'll get there. And tomorrow I'm going to inquire with my mate Steve, who's helped me out. He's now my mate at Heathrow Trucks. See if he can help me out with parts at all. As he knows someone or something about some breaker van, so he might be able to help source some parts. So I'm going to speak to him, and yeah, let's just keep tackling this bad boy. I don't know where you can hear me because of the wind, but I've got nearly this whole side in primer, other than that top bit until I've repaired it. And I've used 4 cans of the 500ml U-Pol etch primer aerosols to get to this stage. Now I don't know how much different the paint colour I've got is to this, but I kind of like this. This is matte, and obviously the paint I've got is a matte finish, but I'm sure it's like a bluey grey. So hopefully it's not quite as dark as this, maybe it's a little bit lighter. If it is, I'll be happy. But getting an idea for changing colour, it looks so different. But let's say all the bottom's going black, all this is going blue, RF blue grade, and obviously that's got to be repaired and done. That's not going to be perfect. Like, this is a DIY paint job. Remember, this is no spray job. This is literally going to get done with a roller and a paintbrush probably. But yeah, look at it. But it's a bank holiday Monday. Progress is progress. Keep moving forward with this one. I am going to get this whole van to this stage, and once I've got it all in primer, I'll come back to it. But it's so much to do and it takes so long, so doing it all in one video would be too much work. So I'm just going to get it to that stage, and then we'll go from there.
4 to 6 days later.
Yo, so just a little update of where we're at in getting this van prepped and painted. So let's just go for a little lap round the van and I'll show you where we're at. So let's start at the front of the van. So the bonnet and all the little stone chips and stuff, they've all been sanded out, and I've primed this and I've just scuffed up a little bit. So that's done. I've also managed to find a replacement bumper and this metal bit here for 40 quid from Steve. He's sorted me out with that. This wing, I've decided every time I filled another dent on the van, whatever filler I had left, I decided to just throw some in there, and I've slowly built it over, and I've just put another little skim on it, and hopefully I'll be able to just save this wing. Right, this door, notice there's a little dent there, so I've done that, and all these little purple patches are little rust spots that were coming through, and that which I've also gone over too. Now up here, the dent that was on that corner, I've done that. There's a slight dent here, but I've decided to just leave it because it's very, very slight. And I've repaired that pillar, and I've also repaired the bit at the top there, which I didn't even realise was there until I got up there to repair that bit. And obviously rust bits again, you can see I've just gone over it with the rust protective stuff. So that's all good. So still on this same side. Now, as you can see, if you look carefully, this and this is different shades. This whole bottom half of the van is vinyl wrapped, and then this bit's wrapped in black like the other side. So I need to get all that off and all that off. And I'll tell you right now, on the back doors, these were black too, and it took me about half an hour to just do that bit and obviously that bit on that door. It's a ball ache, you know. So there's some little dents down here I've tried repairing too. Now this one I'm actually quite happy with. It's not perfect here, but this one is a right pain, so I'm kind of just got it looking okay, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's not perfect. There's also that one up there, and then this whole side is completely primed now. And if I turn the camera around, yeah, this side's completely primed, and that dent that was on the roof was really bad. Now you can tell looking at that, it's not perfect, but it's so much better than it was, and you can't really see how bumpy it is, or it was now, because before it was this dent, there's high spots and low spots, and it looked so bad, where now it actually looks so much better. I've still got to do that bit of the roof. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that, and I've also got tons of dents on the passenger side of the van to do, but that's where we're at. So I'm going to keep cracking on, get a load more of this done, and I'll come back to this again when we're at a latter stage. See you then. So it is now 12 minutes past 9 in the evening, and I started this at 9:30 this morning. So it's been nearly a 12-hour day. I've probably got dust from filler all over me. But let's have a look at this van. God, am I happy it's at this stage. Oh shit. Right, so let's start off with the near side front wing. Now here was that big old dent. Now I've prepared this, and there was a small one at the top. Now this isn't perfect, and I'm hoping I can do something with this when I put the new one of these on, or the replacement one of these on. So I'm hoping I can tidy all this up, but this dent itself, I actually got that pretty good. I'm well happy with that. That's all primed, going up the A pillar into the top. But as far as I could like stretch up earlier, kind of got some primer on, and that whole door. There was another little dent here somewhere, but you can't even see it. It's actually repaired really well. Also, the bottom of this door, and all the way from like here somewhere, all the way down here up to that line on the grey there, that was all white vinyl wrap, and obviously that was black. And I managed to get it all off, but you can tell, obviously I've got bits of glue in places that I'm gonna have to get off, but obviously this is all gonna be sanded and prepped tomorrow. The dent at the bottom there, that's all repaired, and the ones at the bottom here, there was kind of 3, and they're not perfect, but they are so much better. Obviously this is all done as well, repaired, and this long one here, that actually come out really well. And this bit here, this is pretty level now, and this one here is a lot better, but it's not perfect because of this bit here. But you know what, for how bad it was, that was a massive dent and really deep. I'm really happy with that. Now let's go round to the back. Actually, let's not worry about the back, because I showed you that earlier, and that's still the same. And this side, like I've shown you, but the whole thing is now done. And actually, I love this primer colour. Even that top dent, like you can still see, it's not perfect, but it's so much better than it was, and I'm going to leave it like that, to be honest. This whole side, and the front, as you saw, obviously the bonnet's all done, and that dent at the top there, you can see, look, that is still like a slight dip in it, but that's also been attended to and looks so much better. So that is where we're at after a 12-hour day. Like, I can't believe it. This is no way of lie. Like, today, all I've had is a Galaxy Ripple and an apple nutrient bar all day. That's all I've had. But I'm so happy that the van is now in this stage. That hopefully means that it's now Saturday the 3rd of June, and I think 3rd. Tomorrow I think it's 4th or 5th or whatever, on Sunday, and I'm hoping that I can get the rest of this prepped get some primer, get the whole thing in primer, this whole side and the back doors, and then maybe we get some paint on. If not, this video will be about getting it prepped and we'll paint it in the next one. This is a boring one, this is a long one. Well, not so long for you, but it's been bloody long for me. But yeah, see you in a mo.
The next day.
Now I don't know how well you're going to be able to hear me right now because the wind is shit, but as you've been seeing from these time lapses, I've got this whole side now primed and it looks pretty sick. If we go around to the back, obviously you've seen from the time lapse, but hey yo, the back is now done too. Oh, that sky looks beautiful. All the way around here. Yeah, Mally looks beautiful over there on the trailer. So yeah, the whole thing is now primed, other than that bloody bit of the roof, because I've apparently ran out of primer. So I'm gonna have to get another can tomorrow because it's too late now and the shop's closed. I'm gonna carry on just masking up the van tonight, I think, and hopefully we'll get some paint on this very soon. I'm probably gonna do this video as one long video because it's all the prep and all the painting, but I'm loving it. It looks so good. It's getting there. It's getting there. Anyway, we'll see you soon.
Day 4.
So, here it is. Here's the paint. The van's all primed, and I've scotched the whole thing. This is some RAF grey blue matte finish paint. Got 5 litres. Hopefully it's going to be enough. I'm going to start with the back doors and see how it goes. I've got myself some 4-inch concave rollers. Hopefully they work. Apparently they're quite good, according to what I've been told and what I've seen on some videos, but not leaving any lines in your paint. So, a couple of things to mask up again. Let's get this stirred up. Let's get going. So there we go. It's Tuesday night. I think it's 7th of June, 6th of June, and I only planned to get a coat on the back doors today, and I've actually managed to get the first coat over this whole side of the van, the bonnet of the van, above the windscreen of the van. Here's the back of the van, and I had a little bit of paint left, so it did actually just do the front wing down there too. But let's have a little closer look. So you can just see some of the roller marks, and this is the first coat. And that does look sweet. It actually looks better in person, so much better in person. See, this definitely needs a second coat. Maybe I didn't have enough paint when I done it, but it's got like this nice grey blue, sometimes got a greeny tinge in it, but it does look really nice. The only thing is, that dent stands out more now than when it was in the primer. So, but I think it looks fucking amazing. I'm just gonna say it. I try not to swear, but look at the bonnet. It's got like this weird like satiny sheen to it, considering it's matte paint. And there's that wing. Now considering I literally have got this done today, I got home from work and probably started this about 5:30. It's probably now 8, half 8, or I'm not actually too sure what time it is. But considering I actually got loads done, so hopefully tomorrow, if the weather holds out like it did today, I should definitely be able to get this side done. And because I've actually managed to get a lot more done a lot quicker than expected, I'm definitely going to be giving this 2 coats of paint, and I've probably only used a litre and a half of paint. The tin seems like nearly full still, so maybe I've put the coat on too thin, or I've just got plenty enough to do another coat. But like I say, I'm going to get this side of the van done tomorrow, and I probably ain't going to record that because I've already time-lapsed all the other side and everything, and this side's going to be exactly the same. But I will show you when it's all done. We'll do a lap around the van, and I'm going to be putting some on the roof too. But damn, am I excited. Just look at that. Just a quick clip there, look. That is the whole roof painted. I've not painted the ceiling around the vents and fan, and that's the whole roof done. Looking good. So there we go. The van has now got one complete coat all over the top half. You see those dents on that door? You see they're not perfect with the paint. Obviously it's wet, but yeah. Obviously this bit's got to get replaced, so when I replace it I'll get that painted. But yeah. Quick lap of the van. You see, this is all starting to dry now and it's still got the streaks in it. I've also just put a second coat just on the bottom of these doors, and I just want to see how that dries. And if there is marks in this and rollers, I'm not going to be too fussed because the store looks so much better than it did. But that's the first coat. This is now Thursday. Tomorrow night on Friday. Sorry, the wind is quite bad right now. But on Friday night, I'm going to start going over this again with a second coat, and then I will be carrying on with that second coat on Saturday too, to give this van a whole second coat all over. And the roof is already done, which you've just seen too. And then I can get on with the next job. Well, actually I've got some other bits of paintwork to do, the whole bottom half, but then I can get on with the next job. I'm going to come back to this van now for you guys when it is completely done, and I'm on about the whole bottom done, all the bumper trims and all that painted, second coat on everything. So the next time you see this now, this van will be fully 100% painted, hopefully. So there you go, the van is all painted and this colour looks absolutely sick and I absolutely love it. But, I'm going to be honest, the colour, 10 out of 10. I love it. The finish, probably a 3 out of 10. It's not gone as well as I hoped. I put loads of time and prep. No, I'm not saying any of the preparation was perfect and any of the dents were repaired properly, but I was definitely hoping that after spending 20 hours last weekend and about 10 hours yesterday finishing up this van, it was going to look better than it does. And in all honesty, it doesn't. In some of these angles I'm now going to show you, you'll probably be able to see some of the patchiness and the roller marks. And I think everything was just too hot, but I have to get my mate Ryan, who's a sprayer, he does all smart repairs and stuff, to just give this a final coat later on in the year, maybe before we go away, if not at some point. But right now, I'm just going to have to leave it how it is. But I do love it. I do love it. There's a few other things on the van that I've added. I've added some of these trims on the arches as well, just to give it that more like off-road and rugged look as well. And at first I wasn't too sure if I liked them, but I do quite like them. Now, this is obviously the RAF grey blue paint, and at the bottom I've done the whole bottom bit here with some just truck bred spray. I can't remember the brand, it's a black and green tin. I've done that at the bottom just to try to give it a more textured look, and to be honest, It is a little bit rougher, but it's not great. And then I've gone over with some bumper trim paint, just on all the trims on the sides and the front. I've also replaced the front bumper and the grille bit, which you'll see in a second that there is no holes on the bumper on some of the clips I'm going to show you. There's no hole on it now, and I've also got myself a new cap for the toe and eye. So little things like that I'm really happy with. But all in all, from this side and this angle right now, this van does look absolutely sick. It's only when you look at it where the sun hits at a certain angle you can see the roller marks, which is a shame. But like I say, we'll get that sorted out later on in the year. But yeah, enjoy these clips right now, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. So don't forget, after you watch this, give us a like, give us a share, give it a subscribe, and comment, because I really like to hear your comments. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.